I'm back with another video. Look, I know it's been a while since I posted a video. Been gone a lot. I have logged a lot of miles, which also means I've been stacking a lot of content. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming your way. But this video is going to be about my time with the bears. Here we go. So I hitched up the Geo Pro, headed to Great Smoky Mountain National Park in Tennessee. Actually, North Carolina, Tennessee. Part of the park is in North Carolina. Other part of the park is in Tennessee. Why do I come here? Bears. Lots of them. There are about 1,800 bears that live in Great Smoky Mountain National Park. And many of them are found in Cades Cove. Cades Cove has a loop drive. It's about 11 miles long. Open it at sunrise and close it at sunset. It is the place where you are most likely to see a black bear in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Cades Cove has a huge campground. I made a campsite reservation. And as usual, there are lots of people out here. Great Smoky Mountain National Park is the national park system's most visited national park. I get here in the evening. I get everything set up. I cook dinner. I meet a few of my neighbors. But what I really want to do is go out and look for bears. I still have a few hours of daylight left, so I decide I'm going to strike out on Cades Cove Loop Road. It does not take long. I'm only a few miles in, and then I see the first black bear of this trip. At the first bear sighting, I get so excited. I tend to get a bit snap happy with the camera. Then I go back later on and I look at those images, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what you were thinking. But anyway, just happy to see a bear, but it gets better. I see a few more bears, but I'm starting to lose light. So I decide, I'm going to go back and get some sleep and get up at the crack of dawn. Wildlife watching is always best at dawn and at dusk. So I plan to be up early. I've already seen 6 bears in about an hour and a half. So I know they're out here and that the next day is just going to be really good. But before I turn in for the night, as you all know, I enjoy the night sky. So I decide I want to go out, see the Milky Way, shoot a star trail. This is what I ended up with. So I'm already feeling pretty good about not only my first day, but my first night. After this long drive and all the other things that have gone on to this day, I eventually just run out of gas and fall out. The next day, I am up at 5:30. I am waiting at the gate at Cades Cove Loop Road. I am not 5 minutes into my day when I spot my first bear. This is a young boar. Let me say this. Male bears are called boars. Females are called sows. This is a boar. He appears that he's maybe a year old. It also appears that he is in his first season away from his mother. Female bears or sows, they run their young off right at about 8 to 10 months, and they have to go fend for themselves. And I think that is what this fella here is doing. Couple of facts about black bear. Black bears are not always black. Some of them are black. Some of them are brown. Some of them are cinnamon colored. Most of the black bears that you're going to see in the eastern United States are going to be black. You go out west, you may see many more that are brown and or cinnamon. Black bear live about 15 years. Females weigh 100, 160 pounds. Males will grow up to 300 pounds. They will get larger, especially in the fall when they're putting on weight as they're foraging before they go into winter hibernation. Black bears in the Smoky Mountains don't have a true hibernation in the sense that they go into a den in November and sleep until March or April. They will actually spend some time coming out of that den, foraging, looking around, checking some things out. Then they may go back. One thing bears in the Smokies will do in the cold weather months, and what we call during their hibernation, is they conserve a lot of energy because there is very little food. So they don't want to expend a lot of energy when they cannot replace the calories, especially for those females who may be carrying young. It's vitally important that they conserve as much body fat and as much energy as possible. Bear cubs are generally born January, February. They will emerge from the den April and May. I saw this sow. She has 3 cubs. You know, we've all grown up with cartoons of bears. Some of us had stuffed animals. We had teddy bears. That's not these bears. These bears are wild. So, as cute and cuddly as they may appear, do not approach the bears, especially the bear cubs. If you do, I hope you have quality health insurance. You're going to need it. Here's a little fun fact. Black bear are excellent climbers. You will very often see especially bear cubs in the trees. It's one of the ways they seek protection and security. At this stage in life, there are a lot of predators, including male bears, that will bring them harm. Boars will actually cannibalize young bears in order to mate with their mom. I keep saying this over and over again. When it comes to females, dudes just do crazy stuff. So as the day goes on, I see bear after bear after bear. Seems like everywhere I look, I see black bears. In this first day, this first full day, I see 23 bears. That's a record for me. I know there may be some people who have seen more, but for me, that's the highest black bear count that I have seen in any one day. So obviously, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Cades Cove is full of wildlife. You're going to see coyotes, you're going to see deer, you're going to see wild turkey, but yet this trip, for me, was really about bear. I must say that I'm surprised by how many I saw. I just drive around, and every time I finish, I just drive back around again. I do this all day. In the evenings, I go back to the GeoPro, I cook dinner, I load some of the images, take a look at them. Next day, I get up at the crack of dawn again. Something about camping, not only in Cades Cove, but anywhere in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Bears are all around you. So it is very important that you store your food properly. Many of the sites have bear-proof food storage lockers. It is not uncommon for bears to come into the campground looking for food. Let me say this. It is a huge myth that they are aggressive towards people. They are actually quite shy. What they are is hungry. Black bear are omnivores. 80% of their diet consists of plants and insects. They will eat meat. Most of that has been scavenged. Black bear are opportunity feeders. Whatever is available, they're going to consume. The bears do not want people. Bear attacks on people are extremely rare. However, bears have a sense of smell that is about 100 times better than people. They can smell your food. And although he may not want you, they do want your food. And they will come to get it if it's available to them. So word to the wise, don't take that peanut butter sandwich into your tent with you at night, because if you do, you may get some company. There are going to be some occasions where you may watch a bear and you will see them stand up and look around. They are not about to attack. They're curious. They want to know what their surroundings are. They're looking for their cubs. They're looking for food. Black bear are solitary. The boars and the sows only come together to mate. At all other times, she's going to try and keep her young as far away from males as much as possible because it's very dangerous. All told, I see 34 different bears just in the Cades Cove Loop area in the 3 days and 2 nights that I was here. So I'm pretty pleased. I've seen boars, I've seen sows, I've seen mothers with cubs, I've seen yearlings in their first season. Please take a moment to click that like and subscribe button and trying to keep up with that YouTube algorithm. This has been quite a trip. I'm really pleased with all that I've seen. I'm ready to pack up the GeoPro and get on the road again. But before I go, I will leave you with these. Thank you for watching. I'll be posting another video soon. Please tune in.